Hello everyone, my name is Marcus Leach and I'm here today to bring you the latest in the Summer of Taste recipe series. Now, just to say, today's recipe doesn't take inspiration from a particular country or particular region that we've been through, but more out of necessity really. Now, I'm sure you can all relate, we've all had those times when we've gone to the cupboards to see what there is to cook and we don't quite have everything we need to make one particular recipe. So it forces us to be a little bit creative, and that's where this recipe came from today. And the recipe is chorizo and chickpea baked eggs. Now it's a little bit like shakshuka, but we've thrown in a few extra things because it was kind of a one-pot wonder, and it was something that fed us all, and actually has become something we've quite enjoyed over time. And it's really nice served with toast, or if you've got a nice fresh loaf of bread, big chunks of bread. Now, just before we get started, just to say, we're cooking on the CADAC Carri Chef 2 today, and we've got the paella pan 40, which has been really good for us size-wise for a family of 4. But if you're 6 more, a big group, then you might want to go up one size to the bigger pan size. So that's what we're going to be cooking on. As always, let's take a quick look at the ingredients, and then I'm going to show you how to make this really lovely recipe. The first stage of this dish is really simple. We've got the chorizo, which we've gotten without spice in because the children like the flavour of the chorizo but not the heat. We've got a red onion and we've got the garlic. So we're just going to simply add those in. The chorizo and onions have been cooking for 3 or 4 minutes now. The onions are starting to soften. Everything's taken on that lovely red colour from the chorizo. So we're now going to add in our chickpeas, fresh tomato, and our roasted red peppers. Now, you can roast the peppers yourself, but equally you can buy them pre-done in a jar. And it just so happens that where we're travelling at the moment, they're readily available, and it just saves a little bit of time, especially when you're cooking for a hungry family. We've got 3 more ingredients to add for this first part of the recipe, and the first is I've got some mild smoked paprika, which I'm just going to go in with 2 teaspoonfuls. And then once we've done that, we've got our tomato passata, so that goes in. And then I've got some vegetable stock that I prepared earlier. Now we're just going to give everything a stir. Now I'm going to pop the lid on, reduce the heat to its lowest and just let it simmer for about 10 to 15 minutes so that sauce starts to thicken just a little bit, at which stage we're ready to go in with our eggs. Now that the sauce has had an opportunity to thicken a little bit, bring all those flavours out, we're just going to make a little bit of room and crack our eggs in ready to cook. That's the eggs added in, so it's on with the lid for a few more minutes just to give them a chance to cook, and we're almost ready to serve.